sees the memes of production, and the like and subscribe button. You need to be optimistic and forward thinking, and you need to be a hater. But you need to hate the right people. Mamdani doesn't talk about hating Republican voters. Honestly, he doesn't even talk about hating like Trump that much, though of course he does. He focused his energy on Cuomo, and now that he's in the general, it's going to be on Adams. Maybe Cuomo again if Cuomo runs again, which he's threatened to, but you know, whatever. And I imagine that the enemy, the rhetorically focused enemy, that is to say the person who's focused on, that enemy is going to shift depending on what's most politically necessary at the time. That's not dishonest on his part. That's just people talk about different things at different times. The underlying ideology for Mamdani remains consistent, you know, the underlying set of beliefs. Pro-working class advocacy, making things more affordable. Everyone wants this. Conservative voters want things to be affordable. Everybody likes this. You have to focus on working class oriented political issues. You have to be shameless and consistent about social progressivism, but don't center it. How often did you guys hear Mamdani talk about trans people? That's right, you basically didn't. It didn't come up that much. But he has been incredibly clear how he stands on every progressive issue every time it's come up. He's been super based about it, essentially. He doesn't let it define him, but when he treats it almost like matter of fact. Yeah, obviously I'm for that thing. You know? Now let's get back to making the city affordable. You understand what I mean? Anyway, yeah, I feel like it's a matter of choosing your battles, you know? And you have to be absolutely contemptuous to the right people, because hate is a powerful motivating force. And I don't know enough about Spanish politics to suggest to you who is a worthwhile target there, but is government incompetence not something that energizes both the right and the left? Weren't there floods in Valencia that killed multiple people that were caused in part because of delays? Local management failed to address issues with like floodwater retention or something like that. I don't quite remember. I don't know. I would need to know more. Yorio, thank you for the 50 PLNZL. I will never remember what that currency is. I'm pulling an all-nighter at work, living in Europe. Thanks for the long stream and congrats on your victory. Americans still have some fight left in them. It's heartwarming to see. Yep. I do still believe people are fundamentally good. Absolutely I do. Taijirai, thank you for the 20 bucks. Hey Vaush, I was quite worried for a while in the early blocks, but we got Mamdani leading by 69,000 votes with no sign of significant decline. Yeah, honestly, it seems like Mamdani won the same day vote. Like he won voting day too. Enter Chasman and still alive. Thank you for the $5 both. Hillel Finder, thank you for the 20 bucks. Vaush did not tweet anything on May 29th, 2025. Oceania was never worth Eurasia. Yeah. Diego E. Gonzalez, thank you for the incredibly kind $50 tip. Down with Cuomo, the people have won. Yeah, I love this concession speech. He looked so defeated. Mr. Hat with the $5. Do you think the heat wave made all the old people stay at home and not vote? Maybe it affected things a little bit, but overwhelmingly it was people's turnout for Mamdani. Mamdani got more votes in the first round than Adams got back in 2021 in like the 6th round. You know? Didn't you used to believe that people are morally blank slates? In an axiomatic sense, yeah, but in terms of what people gravitate towards due to our sort of biological priors, I think that we're fundamentally good. Like, fundamentally in the sense that, like, in the fundamentals, right? I think that humans are innately pro-social, you know, for the most part, on average. I gotta move faster. Bedris, that guy who could fly, and Joel Tira, thank you for the $10 all. I really appreciate that. It's our goddamn country. We're taking it back. Aren't you tired of losing and apologizing and telling yourself, well, at least we won in spirit? Don't you just want to go crazy just once? This race has laid bare how conservative and biased the media is. Yep. We remember, the war here at first is not with Republicans. It's New York. Republicans don't run New York, okay? The war at first is with do-nothing Democrats who need to be broken and brought in line so they can be effective enough to do something about the Republicans, you know? You have to have your house in order, okay? Like Jordan Peterson, you know? You have to make sure your room is clean before you can change the world. The Democrats are in no state to take the country back right now. Caleb Harris, Sean Ford, Andrew Tolles, thank you for the 5 all. Really appreciate that. What's sad is that the Democrats won't learn anything from this. Even after he wins the general, they'll just be as insufferable. Don't be defeatist. We've been given a ray of light. Don't preempt loss, okay? You need to expend effort now. And even if it hurts, even if it sucks to have to go out and be like, I know, like in your head, you know the Democrats are resistant to change, that they're bought. and you have to try anyway. You have to go out there and you have to rally behind Mamdani in every single battle. In your head, you're thinking, does it even matter? Will they ever change? People who think like that are already lost. They never get to make history. If Mamdani had thought like that, he wouldn't be the effective mayor right now. He had no shot at winning a few months ago. And then he won. Abhinav Bharadwaj, thank you for the 240 INR, Indian rubles. Yes. I hope other progressive challengers take notes from this campaign. They better. They better. Joe Tira, Johnny Ringo, Saf911, and Sidus Brew. Thank you for the 5 all. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Casual Sheep Gardner with the $2. Can Brad primary Jeffries or Schumer? Possibly. It's not impossible that he might. It would be nice. Joel Tierra, thank you for being very kind to me. Thank you for the $10. Oh my God, are they already trying to pivot to prop up Eric Adams? They will do anything and everything they can, okay? We need to be so aggro, okay? Pants, Snorecore, Lies, All Lies, and Pants again. Thank you for the $5 all. Northern Lion was right. 2025 is the year of the hater. God bless him. He's right. He's right again. Covering politics and smiling. Nothing else to say. I just want to give more money. Thank you, Pants. I really appreciate that. Cancer Central, thank you for the $10. Thank you for the 10 Australian dollars, I should say. Monopoly money. This could be remembered alongside MLK's I Have a Dream speech. Wow. I wouldn't go that far. You're talking about his acceptance speech, his victory speech. But it is true that there is a timeline, not a likely one, but a possible one, where Mamdani ends up having such a transformative effect on America that this speech is remembered in one of the big, like, all right, children, open up your history books. We're going to learn about Zohran Mamdani. Here's his victory speech after the unlikely success in the, Democratic mayoral primary for the New York City, for New York City. And then you go on to all the other shit he does, right? It is possible. But we don't get that future unless we're willing to treat it like a possibility. You have to be willing to be embarrassingly earnest if you want to have any chance at earning the earnestness. John and Batch, thank you for the 5 both. The Trump admin will crack down extra hard in New York, but he'll be ready to fight it. Pants and Sean, thank you for the 5 both. Rice, beans, stretch, wear good clothing, make friends, be an overwhelming force for good. Goddamn right. New York City Vibes, thank you for the $20. Thank you, Vaush. This is what people need to hear. Happy to say it. We're going to be talking about Mamdani probably every stream day for a long while. I just immediately bought a Mamdani t-shirt. I want to see if I can find some nice, like, homemade Mamdani merch, because he's not selling it right now. I want to see. Editor appreciation, Dono. Thanks, Pants. Thank you, Pants. Thank you. Pants still alive. Duke of Bread. Victorious Garnosaurus again. Thank you for the $2 all. Xavier Lopez, thank you for the $10. Flight just touched down in Texas from canvassing in New York to find out Mamdani won, rocking a semi that could cut glass right now. Jesus, you flew out? You flew out from Texas to canvass in New York? You found out after the plane dropped you off that you won? Holy shit. No kidding, you have had a semi that could cut glass. Ropes as you're walking off the flight gate. Jesus Christ. What a victory. I only wish I could have been there. I guess I could have flown out. I don't know. I still get the heebie-jeebies sometimes about participating in any IRL political lefty stuff, because I don't want to be at like an event and I get there and then it's the vibes are good and then some guy's like, is that Vaush? I'm now gonna ruin the vibes for everyone and argue with you or like be weird. And I just don't like, I'm sure Hassan gets that too to an extent, but Hassan doesn't have the mandate. So what, pee on them? Listen, it's not about my feelings. I don't give a shit if people are weird about me, okay? I don't want them to ruin the vibes for other people. That would bother me, you know? If there was like a watch party that I was at and someone was like annoying to me, okay, I literally do not care. But if they were annoying in a way that like kind of disrupted the vibe, that would upset me. Pub fixing stream? No. Still alive. Thanks to the 2 $5 donos. We're in from this stream now. The abundance guys were a response to Bernie's oligarchy torn message. Luckily, it seems most people see through them. It is so funny that like in the future, abundance is probably going to be thought of in the context of Mamdani's socialist leadership and not through these Substack grifters. Tijurai, thank you for the $10. Zoran, there will be plenty of people who try to rat Zoran, but they will not be able to get to his butthole with their rat dicks. Because we will be there to parry them. Okay? Yeah, people will try, but we will be there. John and Nori, thank you for the $2 and £2 both. Really appreciate those. Ghost of Avalon, thanks for the $10. Hats off to New York from your brothers and sisters in Beantown. Chat, what's Beantown? I'm blanking on this right now. Also, thank you. Vanderwolf, thanks the $5. Mamdani for president. If only he could be. God willing, we'll get that changed. Tajirai, thank you for the $10. For the record, no one in New York respects Fox. The building is an eyesore and so is the set. Yeah, but Mamdani isn't just a Boston, gotcha. But Mamdani isn't just a New Yorker, right? Like he is, but Mamdani is now an American icon. He's a light for the country, and we have to treat him as such. Tajirai, being very kind to me. Flop Bingus Republic and Barabas Dantiuk, thank you for the $5 all. The Children of Gaza comment made me mad. Watching any media coverage of Mamdani that isn't glowing makes me mad. Christopher Sanders, the $2. Why hasn't Obama congratulated Mamdani? Obviously, Obama's a piece of shit, but also he tends not to step in on stuff like that, you know? Soul Miss, thank you for the $20 dono. Tip. You are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the cute GIF. Heather and God's Cat, thank you for the 5 both. Really appreciate that. Save me from my cult. What cult are you at, God's Cat? I'm sorry. Probably not a real cult. You mean like annoying people in your neighborhood, I imagine. Dad, thank you for the 55 try. Have you watched Andor? No, I'm getting around to it. Chex Master, thank you for the $2. Much appreciated. John, thank you for the 5. Mamdani's proud of where he lives and wants to improve on that success. Yeah. Remember, guys, Mamdani did not win off of America, death to America rhetoric, okay? Mamdani won because he loves New York City. He loves the city. He loves the people in the city. He loves it all, and he wants to make it better, all right? Learn this lesson. I'm sorry, but like, if you want America to get better, you have to learn to love America. No one has ever managed to change a country from within by hating it. Brix Dean, thank you for the incredibly kind $20 and $2 tips. I really appreciate that. Thank you. The house must prevail. We'll see. Sometimes houses do claps. The Queen Matriarch, thank you for the very kind $10. The only problem I have with the Mamdani stuff and us calling it is the ranked choice voting thing. He won the plurality, not the majority. I hope RCV doesn't prevent him from winning the majority. No shot. Cuomo would need like 80, like a little over 80% of all of the votes that went to other candidates to go to him, and Lander cross-endorsed Mamdani. Every poll that we like, the Mamdani massively outperformed the polling, but even the polling we had showed that people who rank Brad Lander first, overwhelmingly Mamdani second, as Brad Lander requested. So, like, no, I genuinely don't think there is any possibility of, like, there's a reason everyone's treating it like a victory. I don't think there's any chance. He won. Joel Tira, thank you for the $5. Zoran's inexperience is not relevant to me, you know? He will be surrounded by very experienced, intelligent advisors. What matters to me is that he is the backbone necessary to lead. Politicians aren't, you know, fiddly little bureaucrats and technocrats, or at least they shouldn't be. They're leaders, you know? They're surrounded by bureaucrats and technocrats who make their leadership possible. Sergio Maldonado Delgado, thank you for the £10. Thanks for delivering good news. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, normally I deliver bad news. It's really, really, really nice to get some good news. Stephen Lawson with the $5. Any advice for putting chuds on blast who share propaganda like Mamdani wants Sharia law? It's obviously stupid, but I want good tactics from a debater. I'll give you one, and I'm not joking. Call them stupid retards. I'm not kidding. Seriously. They know he's not spreading Sharia law. They're lying because they're mad. Just call them retards. Just call them retarded. If they're fat, call them fat and retarded. If they're ugly, call them ugly and retarded. Call them ugly and retarded even if they look better than you. It doesn't matter. Okay? I'm not kidding. So don't dignify this shit with anything other than contempt, okay? Like, they would love it if you got into a debate with them about whether or not Mamdani wants Sharia law in New York City. They would love that. You know, much the same way that people who think that evolution isn't real love the debates. They love the debates, you know? No, 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 no. You don't need to debate them. You don't need to take them seriously. You don't need to hear them out. You don't need to hear their arguments. You don't need to act in good faith. You don't need to do anything other than ridicule them. You want them to be unhappy. And once they're unhappy enough, they'll stop saying it. Lord Wormeye, thank you for the $5. Like and subscribe. I do appreciate it when people do. Duchess Elena, thanks the $5. If voice training is more socialization than other factors, then why do trans men and gay men with a stereotypically gay voice both pass much more easily? Trans men and gay men with a stereotypically gay voice both pass much more easily. I'm not sure what you mean. You wait, passes what? As women? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Though to preempt the point I think you're making, I don't think that men with the gay lisp sound any more like women than cis men do. I think that the gay lisp is very much like a mannish, it's like a masculine affect. And you know, it's pretty evident when you're attempting to like pass as a woman, when speaking as a woman. And as for trans men have an easy time passing as cis women with their voices because trans men spent years learning how to talk like a girl. But oftentimes, like, I know trans men and it doesn't last. I mean, like, given enough socialization. Also, testosterone does deepen your voice, so there is kind of like a you know, both effect, right? No, Tempest, you just completely sound like a guy. Yeah, exactly. Wardpie, thank you for the $10. By the way, I started phone banking for Mamdani on Sunday. I'm so glad I did, even if it was hard to start. I'm going to keep going for the general. Thanks for pushing out. My beautiful partner phone banked for Mamdani as well, early in the morning, like before doing work, like before an 8 a.m. Work day. So proud of them. Toast Habibi, nice name. Thank you for the $5. Now that Zoran has proven that progressivism is the people's choice, will he finally have the balls to join Drag Queen Story Hour as the voluptuous Mamdani? He would totally attend it, yeah. When are you gonna embrace cowboy core? I'm wearing a pearl snap flannel with a turquoise, like Navajo bead necklace. I feel like I'm pretty in on the cowboy core as it is. Oh, new Acne Studios line? Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Acne Studios is crazy expensive, but you know, what else am I gonna do? Save for retirement? What would I wear from this? I do like the Wabashi stripe jacket. The boots are beautiful, but I don't know if I could wear teal cowboy boots with anything. They are beautiful though. Not my style. Okay, look, the first one, to an extent, this one as well. I do quite like this jacket. Cowboy boots do go crazy sometimes. Ooh! Okay. Maybe next time I'm in Los Angeles, I can, step inside their Acne store. I got a jacket from them, in New York. Okay, I got a dip, man. Kowalski, thank you for the $5. With a wingspan of 6'8", doing a wide grip pull-up with a 1-second pause is challenging. Couldn't do it till last year. I'm 31, so never too late to start. Yeah, my main concern really is just my chest because, you know, use of my chest tends to hurt. But I've been making a lot of progress on my costochondritis lately. So hopefully, you know, I like your necklace. Thank you, Heather. I really appreciate the $20 dono. I also like it. I only got it today. I wish their jackets weren't 800. Yeah, most of the clothing that I get is from niche heritage menswear stuff. It's from retailers that are like really like, oh, in Tokyo we made this denim using the fabric techniques of the ancient, you know, that kind of crap, you know. And I like that. And that stuff's expensive. But Acne Studios is designer expensive, you know. Acne Studios is a designer brand, and it's priced like it. Their stuff is high quality. It's not like Gucci, where oftentimes their shit is like not well made. I think it depends on the exact product, but I think that Acne Studios for the most part is pretty high quality. But it is very expensive, unnecessarily so. Then why does the stuff they give Wile E. Coyote always backfire? You jokester, you. All right, dipshits, take care. I love you all very much. I'll be back tomorrow. Remember, warriors from Mamdani, okay? Oh, Mark Lester, thanks for the $2. All hail Mamdani. Agreed. Take care.